There we go. Okay. I think that worked. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we are live on the live stream. Don't like that in. That's better. A little bit too much now. That's okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Hopefully. Um, Skeletons hanging from the ceiling. What are we gonna do? Anyway, where am I? Where am I? Okay, so I gotta share this stream. All right, so yeah, I am live. And let's see. What does that do when you open that? Opens it up. Oh, so I can see the screen. So we're doing a live stream for AMI Day. Each class, if you need any help, let me know. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. You know, you can also contact me through the normal way. I'm watching myself. There's a delay. Sorry. So I need to turn this off because it's messing with me. Um, but yeah, I got the link up on our Blackbaud page. The link to the live stream, but also the link to, um, Econ Lowdown, where we do the class, where we do our assignments. And there is an assignment posted for AMI Day here for personal finance, which is what we'd be in right now. This is second hour, personal finance. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You can put them in the chat. But you can also, like I said, contact me through Blackbaud, email, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to get this link up on all my other classes right now, up on the front page of Blackbaud. But if you're here, that's how you got here. You found the link on Blackbaud. Right there on the front page of your bulletin board for our class page. That's where I'm putting the link for this class and for every other class. Let's see. All right. Getting it on second hour. Let me get it put on, I guess, third hour next, because that's the next class. Adding the link to my live stream. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So now that link is up on third hour. So if you are in my third hour psychology, you now have access to this live stream. The link is right there on the front page. So welcome if you make it. What's next? Let's see. I should get American history. Fourth hour, the link up there. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Putting that up. What the heck is this? That's not what I wanted to do. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. Yeah, I want to enter edit mode. Adding this same link that's on the bulletin board for whether you're in personal finance second hour or psychology third hour. Now I'm adding it to my fourth hour American history. There it is. Okay. So now if you're in my fourth hour American history, you have access to the live stream. So welcome fourth hour American history. My intent is to keep this live stream going all day. For each class, we'll see how long it lasts. But again, this is my way to be available to you. If you have any questions about the assignments in class, I know I look a lot different if you're a former student. If you haven't seen me, I was working election day, working the polls on Tuesday, and I had a former student come in to vote, and they recognized me and said the same thing. I looked a lot different, but it had been years as well. So hey, it's good to hear from you. But I am again doing this live stream to try and help out anybody who is at home. Everybody's at home today from Logos, doing our alternative method of instruction day, AMI, which is really just virtual school for those of you who remember that. But we don't call it virtual; we call it AMI days, and this is the way that we're going to be checking in for anybody who needs to check in. But there's always the traditional ways as well. If you need to email me or contact me through Blackbaud, go ahead and do that. But I thought this would be a fun way to keep in touch with you guys throughout the day. So yeah, I got that up on my fourth hour. Now I got to get on fifth hour. Fifth hour personal finance. Let's get the link up there so we can get in touch with our fifth hour students. And they can keep in touch with us. All right. Yeah, I think I forget when I stopped, where I started growing my hair out. If you made it here through the link on our class page on Blackbaud, and if you've ever been to our class page on Blackbaud, hopefully everybody made it to our class page on Blackbaud today or will make it, because that's the whole way that you're able to do this virtual school, this AMI day. But you guys know those of you who have me in class, on our class page, I have an old picture, right, with the short hair, right? I think I started growing my hair. I stopped cutting it. I haven't cut my hair probably in like 2-3 years. So That's where this growth comes from. Prior to that, this is the longest I've ever had my hair in my life. Prior to that, I kept it real short, as you can see in that photograph that I'm looking at right now, because I just got done adding the link to our bulletin board class page on 5th Hour Personal Finance. So now the link is up to this live stream on 5th Hour Personal Finance, and we're adding it to 6th Hour, to our bulletin board for 6th Hour American History. Yeah, I probably should update the photograph on the bulletin board, but honestly, I don't want to. I like the old picture. I like me with long hair. I like my hair now as it is, but I like the old, looking at the old me too. Let's see. But if the point of the photograph is to, let people know what I look like, yeah, that picture's pretty old. I don't really look like that anymore. Okay, so now it is added to 6th Hour. Okay, so 6th Hour's got the link to the live stream right up there. Top of the front page of our class page on Blackbaud, the bulletin board page. So again, the bulletin board is, you guys know about that, those of you on Blackbaud. But then also, the assignments are posted as well for those of you in American history, those of you in my 3rd Hour psychology class, those of you in personal finance, everything's on Econ Lowdown. We're going to look at that here in a second. Let me get this last link posted up. Let's see. This site is just glitching out. Blackbaud is. You guys know about that. All right, now I am adding. This is my first ever live stream. I've never done this before, so this is kind of an experiment. But I'm having fun. I'm trying to, again, figure out how to do things. If it works out like I expect it to, or hope it to, hope to get more active with this YouTube page again. I started it and became very active, putting up videos when when everyone was in virtual school during COVID. And then I tried to keep it going even after we got back in person. It was really hard, when you're in person, when you're there in the building, it's busy. So I don't really have time for, getting on here and doing this kind of stuff as much, but I'd like to make the time because I like doing it. It's fun. Okay, so now the link is up on 7th Hour. I got all my classes linked to this live stream. You can get to that link just by going to our class page on Blackbaud on the bulletin board for your class page. Again, tell your friends, get online, check out Chris's live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you're in one of my classes, check out your assignments while you're there on Blackbaud. Speaking of assignments, we are in what would be 2nd hour of the day, which is personal finance. So personal finance students, I wanted to share something with you. This is where I'm going to experiment a little bit. Let me see what I can do. Oh yeah, I can share screen. That's what I was hoping I could do. Cool. I want to share this. Does that work? Okay. Yes, I want to share that tab. Okay, so yeah, this is Econ Lowdown. Hold on. Yeah, so you guys should be. Let me put it actually up over here on my big screen. That's where I want to see it. Oh, that's cool. Down, you should all be familiar with this page, right? I'm looking at it over here on my screen. Okay, let me get this up on my. All right, so I got my screens going. Okay. What do? We go over here, put in our login for this class, which is there. And this will take us to our class login page. Now, if you're on Blackbaud, but there is a paper copy also on Blackbaud of this article that we're doing for this assignment. So you can download. This is how you do that. So let's go ahead. So yeah, if you go to Blackbaud, like I said, if you go to Blackbaud, you can log in and find the assignment for today, which will be marked as the AMI Day assignment. And that AMI Day assignment will have, a link to this Econ Lowdown page, which again, you guys are all familiar with. This is nothing new. But the assignment we're doing on Econ Lowdown today, you can see in Blackbaud, is the GDP Does It Measure Up? In Blackbaud is where you download the paper copy of this reading Q&A article. Let me try this again. Hey, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I want to try sharing that screen. Let me see if I can do it a little differently this time. I want to share entire window. Yeah, maybe that'll work better. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. See how that works out. Does that work out? Can you guys see anything? I don't know. Doesn't look like you can on my end. But let me see. Hey, there it is. Okay, so now you should be able to see it. And again, this is the article. We do these all the time in class, so this is nothing new, right? The title of this article, you can see, GDP, Does It Measure Up? To get to the questions, there are questions, unfortunately, not multiple choice, but just make them GDP. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. It's a way of measuring a little bit. Well, we've been talking about entrepreneurship, going into business for yourself, making decisions about when to take risks like that or other risks like investments in crypto or stocks or anything like that, right? Understanding how the economy works, I think it helps you make better decisions like that, right? And so that's why, learning about things like GDP, gross domestic product, which is a measure of the economy, right? If you understand that, a lot of people don't understand economics, a lot of adults, people older than you guys. And so I think this helps, especially, now it says right here, I was just reading this earlier this morning, this opening line here. We can measure our national progress, social, cultural, and political progress for a moment. The total value of goods and services produced in the economy can be mind-boggling. So again, it's not an easy thing to measure is the point. If anyone tells you economics is simple, if anyone tries to make it sound like it's simple, you just do this and you do that, they're mistaken, right? It is not simple. It is very, very, very complex. So keep that in mind. And again, doesn't mean we can't measure it. It just means that the tools for measuring the economy that economists, the experts use, people who go to college to do this, get degrees in it, GDP is one of the most popular measures of that. And if you understand that, then when you hear people talking about the economy, you can say, well, what is the GDP doing? What is the gross domestic product doing? And then you actually can know something about the economy instead of just going off of what some random person is saying, right? So that's what this article is about. Again, there's only 5 questions to answer about GDP. Here, I was looking at this earlier too. The difference between GDP, gross domestic product, is, and real GDP, real gross domestic product. And see how these lines are different. But it was interesting to me, again, just to see how it's changed over time. You can see by the years down here at the bottom of the chart, going all the way up to, most recent quarter, third quarter of 2024. There's your GDP, 23. What is that? Take a look at the article, answer the questions. Somebody already looking at it. Thank you very much to the student who submitted that personal finance assignment on the, if you are on Blackbaud looking for this assignment, right? Here's how you do that. Let's see. Oh man. Yes, Chris Cruz is live streaming on AMI Day. What is it? November 7th, 2020. Live. I'm gonna try and keep it going live throughout the day. And we're just doing right now. It's second hour personal finance, right? Together. Ooh, okay. Oh man. Okay, so into several components. Which is the largest? Okay, well that's a pretty easy answer to find, right? We know what we're looking for in this article. If we go back to the article, let's see what the assignments for personal finance and for all the other classes would look like on Blackboard. I can also share with you the link, but I mean, if you're here, hopefully you found the link. Unless you're an alum or another, valued subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's see. What is my login over here? I forgot it. That's what I was saying. The student account. It's it's that, I think. Okay. So now again, back over here, we're looking at the article. Scroll down. Let's see. Again, measuring our national progress, right? So again, what is gross domestic product? It's all the goods and services, right? All the shoes, oranges, computers, stuff visits, getting your grass cut, right? You add up the total dollar value of all that being produced in the United States in a year. That dollar amount is what we were seeing in that chart earlier, right? But we're looking for the components of GDP and which one is the largest. That's the answer we're looking for number one, right? Oh, cool. It saved my login. That's right. What's up, Google? So do you guys see it yet? Let's see. Where are the four? There's several components. Well, that's what the answer said. Let's see. Components. Where are you? Let's see. Real and nominal GDP just here in just a minute. Across in that first scan. Oh, here it is. Same groups in foreign countries by them. The largest portion of GDP is consumer spending, the money you and I spend on goods and services. This portion has grown from 59% of GDP in 1951 to its current level of just over 70%, because spending on output by one group of people becomes income for others. GDP can be described in terms of other expenditures or income. Okay, so there it is. The biggest component is consumer spending, right? Here's a pro tip. You just go ahead and highlight that, and then you hit Control-C to copy the text. You hit next. Economic growth, the nominal GDP. That's a good question. We have to go back to the article for it. I'm trying to get logged. Keeps directing me to, and hopefully, yeah, now this is up on the screen. So this is your schedule. This is my schedule. The classes that I have, but you'll see all your classes listed for first through seventh hour. But this is personal finance second hour, right? So if I click on personal finance second hour, what do we get? We get our class page, and there's the link. There's the link to our live stream. Watch what happens when I click on it. Oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm not so sure. We're right there. All right, cool. So it's working. It's working. We're live, man. All right, sweet. Okay. Take that down. But yeah, so if you go to assignments here, right? What do you see? You see all of our assignments that we've been doing in class, but you see today's assignment, the alternative methods of instruction day. Does it measure up? And I just wanted to share with you guys that it is on, the paper copy is available to download on Blackboard. If you don't want to be doing it online, you can just is the download the paper copy. So if I download the paper copy, open it up, of the same article that we've been looking at. And it's got the same questions at the end. All right, so go down to the 5 questions there at the end that you can just write your answers right there on paper, if that's how you prefer. Or you may have, the ability to edit the PDF, and then just you could submit that as a PDF online as well. Okay, whatever works for you. I like to make multiple options available when it comes to submitting assignments. So you have no excuse then for not submitting your assignments, right? And remember, if all else fails, tomorrow, okay? So again, this is where you'll find this assignment, second hour, which is just about to end here. We'll be moving into the third hour in a moment here, psychology, which psychology assignments, all the other class assignments other than personal finance are all right here on Blackbaud. But we want to go back to, I wanted to, again, go back to the link for Econ Lowdown. There it is. Again, turn 2, personal finance, second hour. That's the trying to figure out the difference between real GDP and let's get real. That's where you're going to find that answer. Come on, man, let's get real. Even though GDP is a valuable measurement tool, prices are used in calculating the value of output. Here's the problem with comparing the prices of 2024 to the prices of 2004, because everything's gone up in prices because of inflation, right? And so if you just compared all that dollar amount of everything that was sold in 2024 to everything that was sold in 2004, well, yeah, you're gonna have a much bigger dollar amount. But did you sell more stuff? Maybe, or maybe the price just went up. And so we want to be able to compare how much stuff, how much goods and services was sold in 2004, and how much goods and services was sold in 2024. And the way we do that is we do this thing called real GDP. And real GDP, that chart we were looking at was set for 2017 prices. And so it compares every year, but it adjusts the prices to 2017 prices. So we get a real comparison of output. That's what this is measuring. Economic output. How much goods and services being produced, being bought and sold, by consumers and others. Mostly consumers, it's the biggest component. So that's why it's better to compare that adjusted for inflation GDP, which is real GDP, versus just comparing prices of one year to the next. It's like comparing apples to oranges, right? So that's the simple, it's the start of the simple answer. It's not too simple, is it? It's the beginning of the answer for number 2, but we're just about out of time here. Let's see if we can find, again, what we're trying to answer here for number 2. Go back to number 2 real quick. All right, yeah, we know number 1, largest portion of GDP is consumer spending, money you and I spend on goods and services. We are consumers, right? But real GDP is a better measure of economic growth. Why? Because it adjusts for inflation. It compares the same prices. If we want to use GDP to measure the real increase or decrease over time in the level of final goods or real GDP controls for inflation and more, boom, that's the answer right there. So I'm going to go ahead. And again, that's why it's called quote unquote real. You see how they put quotes around real there? That's why it's called real, right? Real GDP shows us the real changes in the actual output, because it removes price changes, like the answer that we just highlighted there says. Did I do Control C on it? I hope I did. Let's see, Control V. We want to use GDP to measure the real increase or decrease over time in the level of final goods and services produced. We must remove the effect of price changes from the data. Therefore, real GDP controls for inflation and more accurately reflects actual economic growth. It's 10:35. If we were at school, we'd be getting ready to hear the bell ring, or we'd be hearing it ring right now for the end of second hour. And so we're going to start Third hour psychology here. So for my personal finance students, we got through the first couple questions. You guys can do the last 3 there on your own. Read the article, get on Econ Lowdown and fill it out and submit, clicking up here at the submit button. Or remember, you have other options. You can do it through Blackbaud as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to third hour psychology now and get out of this assignment. Actually, we'll go up to our classes. Is psychology third hour, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because today's Thursday. If you are in my third hour psychology class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, hopefully you make it to this class page or have made it to this class page and see the link right there at the top to take us to our AM. Hopefully. All right. All right, close that out. It's getting too confusing. I just told you, dude. If you have never been, if you are on that screen I was just showing you, you are watching the live stream, and you've never been to my YouTube page, you'll see I got some subscribers. But I got like 40 subscribers, and they're all, just about all, students and faculty or former students and faculty at Logos School. Started this page when we were virtual during COVID. And so if you watch the videos, if you look at any of the videos that I have on this class page, they're all from 2020, 2021. And then I kind of got out of it, once we went back into in-person. But now, today, we are doing an alternative method of instruction day, an AMI day. And so I am, when in honor of AMI Day, I thought I'd revive the YouTube page with my first ever live stream. I've never done this before, and so I hope I'm not screwing it up. I hope somebody sees it, right? I know some people are watching, at least, hopefully. And hopefully more people throughout the day check in, because my goal is to try and keep this going, keep this baby going throughout the day. We're just going to go through our normal schedule, but virtual live streaming style. So again, this is psychology class, and what do we got going on in psychology today other than the link there for the live stream? I'm not sure if I've added the new topic. But we are starting. We have started. We are term. We were working on, began the term working on brain, body, and behavior. Again, talking about the actual physical structures of the nervous system and the endocrine system, our hormones, our neurotransmitters, our brain, our central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, but then also our senses, our 5 senses. Sight and hearing and touch and taste and smell, and the sensory organs that go along with them. Again, the structures, but then also perception, how our brain, how our mind makes sense of all that sensory information. That's what we were looking at in brain, body, and behavior. And then we just wrapped up the second topic we've been doing this term, motivation and emotion. Again, learning about how these biological systems, hunger, thirst, sex drive, but also the drive to, achieve, the drive to affiliate with other people, the drive to manipulate our environment. These are all the motivations. And so that's what we learned about in the last chapter, chapter 5 in our textbook. Today we're starting chapter 6, which is states of consciousness. This is an interesting topic, I think. Being under hypnosis, being under a deep trance, if you will, when you're in meditation. These are different states of consciousness that we look at. REM versus REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, and that's when we have dreams. And so we have different stages of sleep when we're asleep, and some we are dreaming, and some we're not, right? And so we talk about that. That's, again, it's a very well-studied area of psychology, is sleep. So that being said, we have an assignment today. If you go to our assignments tab, you will find the alternative methods of instruction assignment. You should. It's not there. Oh no. Where is it? Is it under previous? No. Okay. Share for a moment while I log in and get this assignment posted. Let's see. We're hoping we can get some viewers on this live stream. I would love to have you all join me. The link is up on our class page on Blackbaud. If you have any questions for any of the assignments today, go ahead and hit me up through Blackbaud, through email, or through the chat on the live stream. The chat on the live stream. No, the chat on the live stream. Yes, the chat is right over there. I can't, it's like a mirror image. I can't tell. You guys know what I mean. All right, I'm getting logged into Blackbaud right here so I can get the psychology assignment posted for our 3rd hour psychology, because it is 10:43 a.m., which means we are in 3rd hour. If we were in person learning, we would be in our 3rd hour class. But I need to log in to my teacher account so I can post the assignment. If it's not posted, that means you can't do it. That means I'm going to get in trouble. I need to work on this. I'm glad I looked at that. I don't know why it's not up. I posted all the assignments this morning, I swear. So it's a good thing I did this. Well, and what is the assignment? You know, just to preview what we're going to look at here in a second. We do this at the beginning of most of the chapters when we start a new chapter. There's several new vocab terms we're going to be encountering in this chapter, and so we have a worksheet which is just working on defining, getting the meanings, matching the meanings of some key terms for this chapter, some vocab terms, if you will. Hold on, man. I'm getting logged in. Got to get my verification code, double factor DFA authentication. Yep, got my text. Hold on. All right, let's see here. 440. Oh, I shouldn't tell you that code. Shouldn't read it out loud, right? It expires. It's one of those 6-digit codes that expires in 15 minutes, but I still shouldn't read it out on live. Okay. All right. So we're logged in. Okay. I'm not really even sure the quality of the video stream. I wonder what you guys are seeing on your end. I'm curious a little bit. All right, getting logged into Blackbaud here. Hold on, bear with me. You know, I want to do this live stream throughout the day, but I want to go mobile. I don't want to stay stuck here on the couch. So I'm working on a way to figure that out. Oh my God. What? I'm just talking. My Blackbaud is glitching out as always. I'm live streaming. Yeah. Look.
Anybody here?
No, nobody's here.
Yeah.
But man, what is wrong with Blackbaud? Nothing's showing up. Okay. Yeah, so I got my live stream. Click on that. Yeah.
Hey, hey. Hungry.
Okay, so I got to get this assignment though posted on my psychology class page because I just noticed it's not, even though it's supposed to be. Yeah, what's going on? Publish status, no. Publish status now, not no. There we go. All right, now it should work. Now it should be working. How's this one? Charged at all? Not really. Yeah, I want to try and take this stream mobile, but I can't. I just I don't want to be sitting all day. I'm gonna be streaming all day, but I don't want to be stuck here, stuck to the couch. So I'm trying to devise a way to do that. Because it won't let me live stream from my phone because I don't have enough subscribers.
That's stupid.
Gotta have a minimum number of subscribers to live stream from a mobile device. That's because they don't want some random dude to come on and stream himself shooting up a place. But I think I can just plug this webcam into a Chromebook. That's mobile, especially one of these ones. This turns into a touch screen. Plug that right in. Got myself a mobile live stream. But I got to charge it. Battery's dead.
Yeah.
Once I get that charged up, I'm out of here. I'm moving around. I had somebody watching me, a former student.
Oh.
They commented.
Am I allowed to turn the TV on or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna mess you up.
No, I was using that to share my screen. I was actually testing to see if this HDMI cable still works. It does. It wasn't working for me at school, so I had them get me a new one. So I might just keep this one. Oh man, you knocked my screen, knocked me off.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm back. Don't worry, I didn't go anywhere. Oh, now you're on too. Alrighty. Let's see if it worked this time.
Look at.
Ah,
Come on.
Yeah, you can try to.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.